I'm Casey Coretti. This is Chat and Dish, and I've got a treat for you today. A glorious mac and cheese that is going to satisfy your family, put a big smile on their faces, and then with the leftovers, I'm going to show you how to turn that mac and cheese into the most amazing Monte Cristo. You're going to love it. Okay, let's do the ingredients. We're going to need 8 ounces of macaroni. I want you to cook it very al dente, then drain it and set it aside. A cup and a half of tiny little broccoli florets. Steam them for 2 to 3 minutes. You do not want them cooked all the way through. And then we need 1 bunch of green onions, or in the South we call them spring onions, 8 slices of bacon that you have cooked and chopped. We're also going to need a cup and a half of a nice sharp cheddar and 1 cup of mozzarella. Then for our white sauce, we're going to need a cup of whole milk, 2 tablespoons flour, 2 tablespoons butter, 1 egg yolk. And then we're going to have a little topping on the mac and cheese right before it goes in the oven. That's going to consist of olive oil, breadcrumbs, and again, a mix of cheddar and mozzarella. I've got salt and pepper here because we will need to test for our seasonings. And that's it. Hey, let's start cooking. What I'm doing now is just giving the green onions a very thin slice. Onions are marvelous little creatures. They're filled with vitamin C and antioxidants. We're just going to pop these in with our pasta along with the bacon and our broccoli. Broccoli is commonly called a superfood. So this is a perfect way to hide some in with your pasta. Before we move any further along, I just like to give the pasta and the broccoli and the bacon a good mix-up. I use my hands. It's pretty easy that way. Grab your flour, your butter, and your milk. Head over to the stove. In a small saucepan, melt the butter. Then add your flour and stir for about 2 minutes. Whisk in the milk. Keep whisking for about 3 to 4 minutes until your sauce is thickened. All right, our sauce is nicely thickened. You see how it coats the side of the pan? It's time to take it off the heat. Whisk in your egg yolk. Pour your sauce over your pasta. Now it's time to stir in all our fabulous cheddar and mozzarella cheese. Don't worry that we didn't melt our cheese into the white sauce. When this is in the oven, the cheese is all going to melt. Oh, it's going to be fabulous. I've coated my baking pan with non-stick spray. You can also use butter if you really want to be decadent. Now, all we have to do is load our mac and cheese up into our baking dish. Ooh. Pack it down a little bit. You want it nice and full. This is going to be absolutely phenomenal. I'm combining our 2 cheeses along with some breadcrumbs. And what we're going to do with these are just sprinkle them on top of the mac and cheese. That's our nice crusty coating that goes right all across the top. Just use your hands. Don't hold back with the olive oil as you drizzle it across the top of the mac and cheese. A little extra sprinkling of fresh ground black pepper. And we're ready to pop it in the oven 20 minutes at 425. Ooh, we are browned, we are bubbly, we are out of the oven. Now let's just set this aside and get our sandwiches ready. Sliced bread, sliced cheddar cheese, 2 eggs, a tablespoon of milk, a nice Dijon mustard. I like the country version with the whole seeds in it, a couple tablespoons of butter for the frying pan, and pepper jelly to serve with the sandwiches. I happen to like Uncle Gary's, but you use the one that you like best. Give a light coating of Dijon mustard to each piece of bread. Now we're going to layer a slice of cheese on the bottom of each sandwich. Now we pile a nice serving of mac and cheese onto each sandwich. Last but not least, we need to put another slice of a nice sharp cheddar on top. Now all we have to do is put our tops on our sandwiches and set them aside. We're going to take a whisk and beat together our 2 eggs and our milk. Dip both sides of the sandwiches into the beaten egg mixture. Ooh, this is going to be fabulous. In a large sauté pan, melt your butter over medium-high heat and add your sandwiches. As the first side browns, go ahead and flip them over. I'm cutting myself a nice big bite of this Monte Cristo mac and cheese. Then I'm dipping it in the pepper jelly, and now I'm going to be in heaven. Oh, this is unbelievable. You absolutely have to try it. Oh, fantastic. As always, thank you for visiting and sharing this amazing mac and cheese Monte Cristo with me. I do hope you give it a try. I think your family is going to absolutely love it. Until next time, I'm going to miss you. Cheers.